I'll be talking about this. That's it.
Okay. We will be discussing how to do a full system what? A full system flush of this power steering fluid.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're fucking reading.
It does matter. So you need to first jack up the car so the front wheels are free.
No, you don't.
So when you put the keys in the accessory, you'll be able to
Smoking some bones.
move the wheels from front to left as far as possible, as that will pump the hydraulic pump, which does the actual power steering. And now to get to this and flush the actual power steering fluid, is the way I found easiest was we need to get access to this pipe just here. This is the outlet, so this pipe here is the inlet, so the fluid from here travels into the pump, does the full circulation, and then this comes back out through here, back into the reservoir, and recycles like that. So the way you want to do it is you want to detach this by one of these clips. I undid this one by a pair of angled pliers, and to make life a little bit easier, I removed this water reservoir for the coolant. And the way you do that is there's a bolt there. You can use one of these extended arms to undo that, reach it, undo it, just move it to the side. You'll have better access to undo that clip. I then lifted this entire pipe, it's quite flexible, onto a rag and just let the rag soak up all the excess oil. So once this is undone and pretty much just wrapped around a few layers of thick rag, because you're obviously going to be absorbing this amount of fluid. With the car jacked up, you get someone inside the car for them to move the steering wheel from left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left. Obviously the fluid's going to be draining in through that pipe and coming out from this pipe into the rag. The fluid's going to be going down. You want new power steering fluid and just be refilling it. And the other thing is, you want to get rid of a majority of the old oil. You don't want to be putting in the new oil already, because you're just going to be mixing up with the old one and you're just going to be wasting it. So you want to use as much of the old oil as possible, and then once it gets near to the bottom, you want to be putting in the new power steering fluid, so there's the least amount of contamination as possible. But it honestly was a 10-15 minute job, and this car currently is on 270,000 kilometers. I've just flushed the power steering the second time, and there hasn't been any issues. There's been no leakages. All the seals are still good. So that's the way I did it. It worked perfectly. It was a 15-minute job. In my opinion, piece of cake.